Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I am here to teach you the very first lesson from the textbook from Snapshot, the very first chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. And this is supplementary reader in English. So I would request all the students to have the textbook in your hand so you can understand the lesson nicely. I will not explain you each and every line in detail because this is supplementary. You have to read it yourself and to understand. But still, I'm here to teach you this lesson. So let's begin to read it. I already had shared with you the summary of this lesson in the very first video, and this is I'm going to read the textbook. So let's begin to read it. One day back there in the good old days, when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence. Magnificent means extremely beautiful. So the writer is here narrating about his past life. One day back there in the good old days when I was in 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence, and life was still delightful and mysterious dream. So life was full of, he was living his life very happily. He had Hide, my cousin Murad, and he has cousin whose name is Murad. My cousin Murad was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me. So they had very close acquaintance, they had very close relationship with each other. So came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. So one day Aram was sleeping inside his house, and early in the morning during the dawn time his brother came to wake him up, and he says, Aram, he said, I jump out of bed and look out of the window because it was 4 o'clock early in the morning, and he could not even believe that somebody would come to call him at this time. So it was Murad. So Murad came to call Aram. Aram was sleeping. I jump out of bed and look out of the window. I could not believe what I saw. It was not morning yet, but it was summer, and with daybreak. Daybreak means dawn time. Subah ka jo waqt hota hai, that is daybreak. Not many minutes around the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I was not dreaming. Then it was that much light. That make him feel that he was not dreaming, because he saw his brother along with a horse, and he was not ready to believe it because he thought that he had an impression whether he was dreaming or not. But it was not his dream, it was real. Now let me explain you in nutshell. I have read it, the entire paragraph, so let me explain you. Comical means funny. You know it. Comical means funny. So you will enjoy while reading this book because it is full of comics. Let me. Magnificent means extremely beautiful. Here one word, extremely. Daybreak, I have already told you, dawn. So one day 9-year-old Aram was sleeping and was in the world of extremely beautiful imagination. He had very nice sleep and he was there in his own world. His life was pleasant and kind of in a mysterious dream. His cousin Murad showed up on the window of his room in the morning at 4 o'clock. So his brother came to call him. He called Aram, who jumped out of his bed and still could not believe what he saw out of the window. It was dawn and there was light enough outside to make him see outside, what made him believe he was not dreaming. This is the explanation of the first paragraph, so you must have understood nicely, I hope so. Let's begin to read further. Still, if you have query, question, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number 7383759748. My cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. He saw his cousin brother on horse and he was there sitting. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. Yeah, he got up and rubbed his eyes. Yes, he said in Armenian, the language that is spoken because they belongs to Armenian, right? So he was there speaking in Armenian language. He said in Armenian, "It's a horse. You are not dreaming. It's a real horse. You are not dreaming. What you are watching just now, what you are looking is real. It's not dreaming. Make it quick if you want to ride. If you want to come along with me, and if you want to ride with me, then do it fast. Come along with me." I knew my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake. But this was more than even I could believe. It means his cousin brother Murad, he was very enthusiastic person. He enjoyed his life. He was very enthusiastic. He believed in fun. In the first place, my earliest memories had been memories of horses, and my first longings had been longings to ride. This was the wonderful part. So even his brother, even Aram was extremely fond of riding horse. He was extremely fond of riding horse, and he was not ready to believe it that it was his brother Murad along with horse, because they belongs to very poor family, and he was knowing it well that they cannot, his brother Murad cannot afford to buy horse. So let me explain you in nutshell the second paragraph. Armenian, official language of Armenia branch, that is called Armenian. Longings, strong desire. So let me explain in nutshell what I have read it without help of textbook. Murad was sitting on a white horse. Yeah. Aram rubbed his eyes and stuck out his head out of the window. He just got up from his sleep. Murad assured him it was not a dream. He asked if he wanted a ride, he must make it quick. Murad was the type of person who enjoyed being alive, but he could not believe that he was seeing a horse in front of him. Aram's earliest memory was of horses, and he always wanted to ride one. He had very strong desire. He had ardent craving, long and very strong desire to ride on horse. This was the wonderful part, that he was actually going to ride a horse for real, and he was going to ride the horse in reality. That was wonderful part. Let's begin to read the third paragraph. Okay. This was the part that would not permit me to believe what I saw. We were poor. They were extremely poor people. We had no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. The entire tribe, their tribe is known as Grangonian. I forget, it is not here, but there is one word, that tribe is, it would come here. We had no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of Grangonian family was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. So their entire tribe was stricken by poverty, and they had their entire entire tribe is affected by poverty. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies. Bellies means stomach. Not even the old men of the family. Even they were not, means how they are able to survive. It's very difficult to predict. It's difficult to say how they were able to survive, because they had no any source of income, and they were just living their lives. They were living their lives full of poverty, abject poverty, that is called. Most important of all, though we were famous for honesty, but though they were living their lives full of poverty, but they were very known for their honesty, sincerity. We had been famous for our honesty for something like 11th century. So they are not only the honest, they are honest and sincere, and they are known for their sincerity, honesty for many centuries, right? Since 11th century. Even when we had been wealthiest family in what we like to think was the world. So they used to be very wealthiest family, but they were very honest, very sincere, very God fearing, God loving people, right? And because of this reason, they had been known for their honesty and sincerity up till now. We were proud first, honest next, and after that we believe in right and wrong. None of us would take advantage of anybody in the world, let alone steal. And they were known for their honesty. Still the same line is being repeated, and no one would believe that we would steal something, or we would commit thefts, or we would do something that can tarnish their image or name. In nutshell, they were known for their honesty and sincerity. So let me explain you the third paragraph. Comical means funny. Gragolinian, an Armenian tribe. Aaron's family was poor and had no money, so it was difficult for him to believe in what he saw outside his house. He belonged to the Gragolinian family that was strictly and funnily in poverty. They didn't even know how they managed to get food for themselves every day. Although his tribe was poor, they were known for their honesty for 11th century. They were honest, proud, and always believed in right and wrong. No one from their family would ever steal anything or would take advantage of anything in the world. Consequently, up till now, let me explain you further. This is the fourth paragraph which I will explain you inshallah. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing, so exciting. So he saw a horse and he was so much happy to see that horse. And he was able to see the horse. It was so beautiful. He was able to smell it, and it was a very wonderful horse. I could not believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad, or with me, or with any of the other member of our family. Because he was knowing that the entire family, entire Gragolinian tribe cannot afford to buy a horse. Asleep or awake, because I knew my cousin Murad could not have bought the horse, and if he could not have bought it, it must have stolen it. So he came to the conclusion that he was knowing his brother Murad, who is not able to buy, who cannot afford to buy a horse. So it means he must have stolen the horse. And I refused to believe he had stolen it. But at the same time, I was not ready to believe it that he had stolen the horse. Because our tribe, these people were known for their honesty and sincerity. No member of the Gragolinian family could be a thief. Yes, because they were very honest. I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. So yes, seeing the horse delighted him, and seeing the horse once again scared him, thinking that he must have stolen it. Let me explain you the fourth paragraph. Consequently, as a result, pious means religious, very holy. Aaron was so excited that he was seeing a horse that was so pleasant and beautiful. He could smell it and hear it breathing, and still could not believe that Murad or anyone in the family could afford a horse. He was thinking, if Murad has stolen the horse, but he didn't believe it, as he thought no one in his family could be a thief. He stared at his cousin and then at his horse. There was religious motionlessness and wittiness in both Murad and the horse, as one charmed him and the other scared him. So let me explain the fifth paragraph. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Murad asked him question. He came to wake him up, so he asked him question. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Leaped out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. He didn't answer my question. He says that if you want to come along with me, if you want to ride a horse, then just come out of just leaped it out of the window. It was true then. He had stolen the horse. Then it means if he had not answered my question, means he had stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not, as I chose. Well, it seemed to me stealing a horse for a ride was not same thing as stealing something else, such as money. For all I knew, maybe it was not stealing at all. So yes, he was not ready to believe that he has stolen, because stealing a horse is not like stealing a money, right? If he would have sold the horse, it means he has stolen the horse. But he has not sold it. He had not sold this horse. He had kept the horse with him, means he has not stolen that horse. If you are crazy about the horses the way my cousin Murad and I were, it was not stealing. It would not become stealing until we offered to sell the horse, which of course I knew we would never do it. Anyway, he was knowing it well that they would never sell this horse to anyone. Let me put on some clothes, I said. He says that I'm coming, but let me first wear clothes. I said, all right, he said, but hurry. I leaped into my clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind my cousin Murad. So let me explain you the last paragraph in nutshell so you can understand. He asked Murad if he had stolen the horse. Murad replied, if he wants a ride, he must jump out of the window. Aram was convinced that the horse was stolen by Murad. He came to visit him to ask him to ride it. With him. Aram tried to convince himself that it was not the same as stealing money, as both were so crazy about riding a horse. He thought that it would not be called stealing until they decide to sell it, which they would never do. Aram says that he will wear some clothes and come outside. He jumped down to his yard from his room window and sat on the horse behind his cousin. The year we live at the edge of town all one lunch. Anyway, this is the end of the first video, because I cannot go further, otherwise it become very lengthy video and it will be very difficult to upload it. So we have finished the first video up to over here. I will start reading the 6th paragraph of this textbook according to my calculation, 6th paragraph. If you have any query, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number 7383759748. This is very easy and this is one of the easiest lesson. Even if you read it alone, you will be able to understand it, inshallah. Request you to go through this lesson so you can understand the video also and you can enjoy reading the textbook. Okay, Allah Hafiz.